2007, I was standing in front of the magnificent Mayan ruins. The ruins are engulfed in a sea of forest trees. I stood in awe, and my uncle turned over and asked me if I was going to climb up to them. And I kind of just looked at him like he was crazy. But I summed up the courage and decided to go up anyways. It was just really awesome to climb up to the temples. Most of them are small, but I got up to temple number 4, and that one is taller than all the rest, and the ladder on the side just looks really, really sketchy. But as I was climbing up, I was just thinking to myself the whole time, don't look down. And I did not want to miss a step, because if I missed a step, I wouldn't make it to my 18th birthday, and that just was not something I wanted. Getting towards the top, I looked down, and I kind of just wanted to stop climbing altogether and just be on the ground. But once I got to the top, it was fine. It was just an awesome view, and all you could see is trees everywhere. I could see the top of the trees. The trees were small compared to me, and it was just amazing. So today I would like to introduce to you all the Mayan ruins in Tikal, Guatemala. I have not only been there, but I also have done extensive research. Tikal, Guatemala is not only a great place to take a vacation, but it's filled with Mayan civilization history. Today I would like to introduce a brief history of the Mayan Empire in Guatemala, the importance of Tikal to archaeologists, and the importance of Tikal to the Mayan civilization. In order to introduce Tikal, it is important to know a little bit more information about the Mayan people. I would like to go over the Mayan cities in Guatemala. Although I will be focusing on Tikal, there were more Mayan cities in Guatemala. The cities in Guatemala include El Mirador, Axutun, Nacum, Yaxa, Dos Pilas, Ceibal, Piragua, and Copan. And they're all shown on here. Now that you know a little bit of the Mayan Empire in Guatemala, I would like to explain why Tikal is valuable. Tikal is filled with archaeological evidence of the Mayans. It has 5 major temples along with smaller temples. The temples were built to honor past kings. According to Mark Sullivan, editor of Belize and Guatemala, he says Temple 1 is known as the Temple of the Great Jaguar because of the feline represented in the lintels. As for Temple 2, Sullivan states Temple 2 is called the Temple of Mass for the decorations on its facade. There's not a lot of information on Temple 3 due to the lack of surviving evidence. Temple 4 is the tallest known structure built by the Maya. Temple 5 is still in the process of being restored to its former glory. The major temples are not the only impressive buildings in Tikal. It also has 3 other structures called the North, South, and Central Acropolis. There is also the Great Plaza referred to as one of the most beautiful and dramatic in Tikal. According to the Merriam-Webster Dictionary, Daily are usually carved or inscribed stone slabs or pillars used for commemorative purposes. These can be found throughout Tikal. Tikal is not only important because of its archaeological evidence, but also because of the evidence of Mayan civilization. The most interesting aspect of Tikal is that it is filled with Mayan civilization history. Robert J. Scherer states that Tikal's location was important to the Mayans because it was strategically located at the confluence of trade routes in the central Yucatan, situated on several low ridges above wetlands to its east and west. The city of Tikal was successful during what is known as the Classic Period. It was considered a superpower, which led to the confrontation between Tikal and Calakmul. Calakmul was the powerful kingdom of the Mayan lowlands. It defeated the city of Tikal during the early Classic Period. Although Tikal was defeated, they strived to once more become the great city they once were. By the late Classic Period, Tikal was once more successful. Having knowledge about the Mayan Empire in Guatemala, the value of Tikal to archaeologists, and the Mayan civilization is a great start to understanding Tikal. I might have not known too much about the Mayans when I arrived to Tikal, but the experience is unforgettable. I hope that if you ever have a chance to go to Guatemala, to go to Tikal and climb the ruins.
Yeah, it's the written.
I know.
Mary, are you here? What did you think? She's not here. Okay. Let me see if we've got somebody else that we can slip into that category. Move Ian down there. Oh, Mike, what did you think? Mike Rodriguez, you here?
Yeah.
What did you think? We're going to drop you down into doing the comment here.
I thought it was interesting. It's cool because I'm actually Mayan too, so I kind of related to it. She had nice pictures. I like that. She was really into, like, she was passionate about it. You can tell she was going over it. She kind of stuttered a little bit. Sometimes had the ums. But other than that, she had good pictures and it was interesting. Transitions were alright, and then I like the map that so you can see the visual of where it actually is. Yeah.
All right, well, I like the personal story to get started. I thought you were on the right track there. You did sort of wander off, though, starting to talk about the temples and those kinds of things before you really told us what the goal of the speech was, and that felt a little bit odd. That came 2 minutes into the speech is when you finally get to what the purpose statement is, and it's very generic at that point, and I think you want to be a little bit more focused. I did think that there was a good solid setup of what the supporting points were going to be, and in the body of the speech I thought that you provide